Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go to my most recent video. Oh my goodness, 1.2k views? Anyway, I'd rather look at the comments. I'm sure it can't be that bad, if you want to see, like it can't be that bad. It really can't, right? Band needs a lot of support in order to be good, and medkit is literally banhammer main. I hope you'll get everything you want. Slaughter my boy. Plus, he can deal with the tanks. I don't play fighting enough. Why are you bumming an absolute gun? Okay, maybe it's not that good. Hello. So I kind of messed up on the last tier list, and I'd like to make some corrections. Alright, first of all, Old Sword goes in B tier. Was absolutely brain dead because he had like shield regen every time he attacked. That was literally his passive. He had a very simple kit. It was getting old, so I'm just gonna keep it in B tier just to make it simple, just to make it quick. For the new sword, I've actually been playtesting him, and he's been doing great. A tier. He doesn't have the self-sustain anymore, but that's fine because he does great damage now. Like, his empowered thing is pretty cool. Next, we have skateboard. Skateboard stays the same, although we don't have a go-to tier anymore. We're gonna put him in S tier. He's really, really good. Want to know why? Because while he has a complicated kit, he has a lot of capabilities like flanking and a lot of damage on board and off board. So he's not just like, you know, hit and run or stay on board while you just commit a severe amount of vehicular manslaughter /J. His off-board capabilities are really, really good. So I'm gonna keep it in S tier. If I find a guide, it will be at the top right. So yeah, pretty quick. Alright, next up, biograft. I'm gonna actually elevate him to S tier because he has so much damage. Even though he's a glass cannon, he's absolutely crazy. Shreds the health of any fighter nearby, and if he's within your radar, you need to start praying so he doesn't take you down within the speed of light. He has a squishy health pool, but the health shred is so much, so I'm not even gonna argue. Okay, I did katana really dirty last time, but still, I'm gonna take full account into his kit, but it's still B tier at the end, because even like disregarding his mobility, does so much damage, but he's really slow, and fighting's really fast-paced, and there's a lot of open maps, and he can't really catch up to many fighters that quickly. Like, on Conquer, for example, if he's like, 15 seconds left, he can't really... No, not 15 seconds left. Like, 5 seconds left, he can't really catch up. He's way too slow for that. And he also can't chase people down. I know he has his Q and everything, but you have to aim for that, so it's not really a guarantee. And I don't like taking chances, so I'll just keep him in B tier. Yep. Alright. Now, the big mistake. I put banhammer all the way in D tier automatically because he was way too slow. I'm not doing that. Ever. Ever again. Okay? I may have summoned every single banhammer main in existence. That's fine, because we're actually going to justify why I put him in D tier and why I'm putting him actually on B tier. Probably better than katana, actually. Alright. You know what? Disregarding mobility, he has a really good kit. His E is really good. Gets a lot of shield. But he doesn't get passive shield regen, because he uses his E instead. So, I guess he's not very good when not many people are supporting him. So, you probably need like a boombox or like a medkit to actually get him on the front lines. Which I don't really like, because he just can't sustain himself that much. And most fighters have passive healing or like passive shield regen. At least like to half, maybe. Does have a really good finisher, which literally insta-kills people. And yeah, he will literally die if he doesn't get support, because shuriken can absolutely demolish him. Hyperlaser can absolutely demolish him. I don't know about any sports, but that's it. His Q does make up for his low speed if we take mobility into account, but I'm not putting him near A tier, so nah. Rocket's going in B tier. Yep. Probably better than... Yeah. There you go, wood sword again. He does have good AoE damage and decent utilities, but there's other range characters that can fill in first place, even though it's not AoE still. Like, if I needed a fighter for AoE, sure, like in Conquer maybe, but for everything else, I'd probably just use a different character. Slingshot does a lot of damage, chip damage dealer though, but it still does a lot of damage with his ult, because it's really good with crowd control ults like subspace, which I'm going to cover later. He has a lot of double jumps, dashes, and a literal airwalk, so his mobility is really good. So I'm going to put him in solid A tier, and also his ult. I'm mostly putting him in A tier because of his ult, so. Now, hyperlaser is a superb fighter, so he's a great example of what a range fighter should be. He has a great amount of damage, health shred, he has a lot of escape utils, considering he's a sniper, so that's surprising. Although it might seem annoying to fight, he actually has some nerfs. Like, he can't move that much. He only has escape utils. So it makes him fair but precise. He has a lot. His ult is a great example of risk and reward. He's an overpowered one-shot, but you need skill, aim, and you have to be stuck for around a few seconds. So I guess it's fair. He goes at the front of S tier because it just makes sense. Shuriken. I'm not a Shuriken main anymore, by the way. He's great all-rounder rage DPS. He has a moderate difficulty for his kit because he has the clones and everything. If you want to take the best out of him, flank your enemies, I guess. Yeah, that's it. He has great escape utils, amazing flanking utils, overall great DPS. I'm going to put him in A tier. I would put him in S tier, but, like, biograft's better at health shreds. I'm just going to keep him on S tier, even though he has a squishy health pool like Shuriken. Scythe. Absolutely broken. I don't know why they added Scythe. I'm not going to complain though. She covers best of both worlds, melee and ranged. Deals so much damage, demolishes any fighter in a 1v1. Her rifle ult is literally Reaper from Overwatch, so I'm not going to complain. Scythe and S tier. There you go. Medkit. Two variants. The old one and the new one. The old one I'm going to put in C tier because the old one was not that good. Even though you could teleport to crystals and he can deal like a small amount of DPS, it was way too simple. Well, actually no, it's the same kit, but whatever. It was like not that much. It wasn't that useful. Just use the new medkit. New medkit is an A tier though. Way better, well deserved rework. I'm gonna keep it there. I'm not gonna say much. Boombox, absolute OP in playtest 2. Not anymore, so I'm gonna put him in A tier. He got nerfed with a metronome, but he's still good. He's really good, especially in Conquer. I'm not gonna complain. Subspace, great crowd control. I'm actually gonna elevate him to A tier. I know it says here B tier, but I'm just gonna put him in A tier. Strip mines doesn't really do much. I mean, it does damage. It poisons people. But he used to be able to do a lot of damage when he hit like people directly, but now it's just like an actual trip mine. So, oh well. I'll put subspace in A tier now. Fine stuff, great crowd healing, great stuff. I don't know much about her kit, but I do know she does great stuff, so I'm gonna put her in A. And that's all. I made this quick. I didn't want to take too long because if I took too long, it would just be longer than the actual video. This was just to correct the tier list because some things were a little bit controversial, some things were a little bit biased. And yeah, that's it. Hope this is better. Hope this is more clear. If you came from the other video, make sure to share this video to, I don't know, your people. Like and subscribe maybe. Yeah, that's it. Bye-bye.